Donnie Ray Evege checking in, and I'm doing a video right now on behalf of my brand Deep. And Deep stands for a lot of different acronyms, but for today I want to focus more on the players, athletes, which is going to be Donnie Evege, empowering players. And everyday people can take something away from this message as well. And I just want to talk about how athletes, you watching this, whether you're a women's soccer player, a football player in high school, college, baseball, it doesn't matter what sport you play, it doesn't matter what you do. Just realize that in order to get to where you want to be, where you envision yourself, you're going to have to write down your goals and a strategic action plan to get there. I'm going to go through this list fairly quick. Goals, action plan, and then do just what that plan says to do. Take action towards what you want to accomplish. I remember when I was in the 8th grade, I sat at my desk at home in the living room with my dad, and I just wrote down on a piece of paper like 40, 50 goals, everything that I wanted to accomplish academically, goals as far as how many yards I wanted to rush for on my football team, how many interceptions I wanted to have, weight room goals, what I wanted to bench, what I wanted to squat, hang clean, what I wanted my 40-yard dash to be, speed, agility, everything. I wrote them down. And I swear to you, everyone watching this, I accomplished just about every goal that I wrote out. And that's what I did as an 8th grader, leading up all those goals to what I wanted to eventually accomplish as a senior in high school. I attribute myself being the first football player in my graduating class of 2007, getting a full ride scholarship from Coach Trussell. I attribute that to my goal setting and to me taking action. And I had a ton of support from my parents, close friends, family, so I never would have got to Ohio State on a full ride scholarship if it wasn't for my support system. So it was never just me. But the action that I took day in and day out really prepared me to be even in position to get that opportunity. So any athlete that's watching this, write down your goals. Write down an in-depth plan as far as what you have to do to reach that goal. You want a 4.0 GPA, you want a 3.5 GPA, or say you right now you have a 1.9 GPA and you want to move it up to a 2.5. What are you going to have to do to get there? What sacrifices are you going to have to make? Maybe you're not going to play Xbox as much, or maybe you're going to go cold turkey on the video games and not play it at all until you get your grades up. Maybe you really need to get a study buddy that knows what they're doing and really put in more time with them during your study table hours, if you have a study hall, or even outside of class. Go to your teachers and do what you need to do outside and talk about the help that you need, because you really want this grade to go up. Show your teachers how much it means to you if that's really what you say you want. Work ethic wise, you have to be the hardest worker. You know, and not to brag about myself, I trained with a lot of intense guys throughout high school and college. When I went to Wayne High School, one of the best football programs in the country, in Huber Heights, Dayton, Ohio, I got the most prestigious award, in my opinion, which was the Key to the Weight Room Award. I grinded. I'm barely 5'10", 185 pounds, 190 pounds, but I was squatting a little over 500 pounds, bench pressing around 300, cleaning 300, running a 4.25, 4.28, running a 4.31 at camps consistently. Yes, I'm gifted. You know, my dad was a blazer on the track, baseball player. My mom was an all-star athlete. I trained extremely hard, and that's what you got to do if you want to get to where you want to go. I want you to realize, athletes and all people, but especially the athletes, somebody is always watching. Somebody's always watching how you perform, how you react to adverse situations. So when you're going through the halls in your high school, middle school, college, wherever you're at, there's somebody watching. You may not even know that they're keeping an eye on you. And word gets around. Word of mouth is one of the most powerful marketing tools out there. We got social media, but word of mouth. If a teacher emails one of your recruiters who's looking at you to go to college and says, man, this young man, this young lady through email is a wonderful person. They treat people with respect. They sit with the kids at the lunch table who doesn't have many friends. He's so polite, she's so polite. That goes a long way versus a teacher keeping an eye on you on the side and they're like, hey, dear recruiter, this person is a jerk. I'm concerned that he can mess up your brand there. He has a lot of growing up to do. Teachers do that. And I know these things, so I'm trying to tell you, young athlete, I'm trying to give you some ammunition. People are watching you. You could be up one day, and the next day you could be down through a knee injury, through somebody working harder than you, and the coaches feel like, hey, you don't want it bad enough, and we're going to give this other person an opportunity. You never know how the chips are going to fall, but just know somebody's always watching you.